It's glad to meet you here.
I think we corresponded before, right?
You
Sometime
remember?
last week?
Yeah.
Yes. I
Oh,
remembered. I answered to your message.
right. I
Yes.
text you. I
Yes.
messaged you. Yeah.
Yes, you did. How are you tonight?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, great. This is my last class for the evening, and I
Really?
still, yeah,
Oh.
it is. Because our work would finish in 40 minutes. So we
Yeah.
finish at midnight, Korean
Oh,
time.
really? Can you do
Yeah.
that?
No, of
I feel
course.
sorry.
Don't. I mean, I like it. If I have classes until the end of my schedule, I really enjoy it. I don't feel tired.
Really.
Do I
So,
look tired?
no, you're alright.
Yeah,
So,
because I feel happy.
nobody for 10 minutes class arranged your last time. I think,
Oh,
yeah,
my last
11.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
No, that would be me. I mean, you may not see it as available because I marked it as my break schedule because I
Uh-huh.
still have to finish a few documentation. So I am not booked for the last 10 minutes, but I'm also not available.
Alright. So nobody can see any activate
No.
button. Activate,
Yeah.
yeah, button at
Is that
that
what you
time.
see? Activate button? Okay. Yeah, it's not going to be available because I used it. I used the last 10 minutes. Actually, I used two. We are allowed to use a maximum of six
Yeah.
10-minute break time. And I took the first minute and the last minute because I have to start for the day and I have to finish up for the day. So that's how I managed my break time today.
So it's up to you. It's up to teachers
Yes.
about,
If
yeah,
we
taking
see
break time.
Right. If we see availability, we are the ones who would be managing our break schedule.
Uh-huh. Alright.
But if there's a regular student, of course, we cannot touch it because it's not free anymore.
Yeah, right.
All right. So, Chase, what do you want to talk about tonight?
I'd like to talk about the last title, last one from Speak Your Mind
Wow, you went through
30.
all the topics already?
No. I just started to use this
Aha,
textbook, so
I see.
I thought that the last one would be better.
Yes,
Yeah.
because the topics for senior conversations are quite controversial. There are some topics that people don't really want to talk about. For example, this one or this one.
That's
So,
penalty.
yeah,
Yeah.
there are some controversial topics, and we would always encourage our students to choose their own topic so that that's what we will talk about.
Yeah, right. I don't have much
Mhm.
things to talk about death. Death things.
Yeah.
Death
Yeah.
penalty.
Yes.
So, do you have any? Do you have
No,
much things to talk about it? No.
not really. Aside from the fact that our president now is vouching to return the death penalty in our system.
Your ex-president?
Our current president.
Current. Yeah. I know your president.
Yeah,
Current president.
Duterte is famous worldwide.
So
He's
he,
tough.
yeah, he's really tough, and he decided
Tough. Yeah.
criminals to have death penalties already, right?
Not officially. That's
Uh,
what he wants, but it's not his decision alone. It still has to go through a lot of other politicians
yeah.
before it will be back in the system. It cannot be decided upon by him alone
Mm,
because that would not be democracy. That would be
yeah,
dictatorship.
right.
Yeah.
Of course.
So he keeps insisting he's not a dictator, and of course he has to follow the usual protocol for government system.
So nobody has been died as a death penalty.
There were,
There were.
especially in the past, yes,
Uh,
because the death penalty in the Philippines was removed in around 10 or 15 years ago, but in the past it had been part of the Constitution. Not for all crimes, though, depending on the severity of the crime.
All right. So you mean that um, there hasn't been any, there hasn't been done to people as a death penalty since uh, 15 years ago, right?
Around,
Yeah,
yeah, if
around
my
15 years ago.
history is correct, yeah, around 15 years ago. But it had happened in the past. It happened a lot.
Yeah, all right, I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Moving to another countries.
Yeah,
Can you please read and answer the first one?
all right. How can you travel to other countries? How can I travel to other countries?
Mhm. So, what method of transportation do you use to travel to other countries?
Yeah, I would like to choose an air aircraft, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riding on a jet, riding on a Boeing, or I don't know, a 777.
Yeah, right. Boeing.
Okay.
Right. A
Airbus.
A A380. You know
That's an
what?
Airbus.
Airbus. That is called Airbus.
Yes. I think so.
Ah.
A380 is an Airbus, but I'm a fan of Boeing, not of Airbus.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
Ah.
Yes, it is. It is an Airbus. Emirates.
I have
I
already experienced getting on
Wow.
A380.
First
You know?
class?
No, yeah, first class.
Awesome. Does it really recline?
Yeah, right. Almost
Awesome. Happy for
180
you.
degrees.
Yeah.
Almost.
And you have free flowing champagne.
Right. There is a bar, special bar in the
Yes,
car.
I've seen that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my sister is she's from Dubai, and every time she travels, she always flies on Emirates.
Uh-huh.
And I've seen pictures, but I never experienced it myself. So
Alright.
there is a bar.
Yeah, but I have
Wow.
never seen that bar in real because I just slept all, all day. I didn't move.
Sound-
I didn't move to anywhere
I
without
don't think you
toilet.
need to. Yeah, I don't think you need to. It sounds like a very comfortable flight if you slept all
Right.
throughout the trip.
Yeah, as long as I sat the chair
Uh huh.
at the first class, so
Yeah.
I didn't like to
Awesome.
go anywhere.
Where did you travel to? From what country to what country?
From Frankfurt in German to Korea.
Germany. I
But
see. Awesome.
it was about my business trip story,
Okay.
and
Uh
I
huh.
went to Turkey
Uh huh.
for working,
Mhm.
and when I came back to Korea, I used how can I say uh, intermediate place. No,
Business class. So we have coach, business class, and first class.
no. I mean, it's not about seat.
Okay.
When yeah, I didn't come back to Korea directly. I had
I
to
see.
visit one place. Yeah,
Yeah, a layover because you're going to exchange to switch planes.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Do
it's
we
a
call it
layover.
layover?
Yes. Layover is the term that they use if it's less than 4 hours. If
Uh,
you're in that other country
yeah,
for less than 4 hours.
less than 4 hours.
Hmm.
But it was over 4 hours, more than four hours.
Stop over.
Yeah, stopover. Yeah, right. Yeah, stopover.
Hmm.
Stopover is unknown, or it is unknown, I think, right?
Yes, it is. It is a
No.
noun. Stop over.
So I can express my
I
thought
stopped
as
over. Hmm.
yeah, I visited to German as a stopover.
I'm sorry, did you say noun or verb? Verb, right? It
Uh,
is a verb.
stopover is a verb.
Yes,
Ah,
it's a phrasal verb, so it's a verb phrase. It is a verb, so you can use the sentence I stopped over at
ah.
Frankfurt on my way back to Incheon.
All right. I stopped over.
Hmm.
Okay. I stopped over
Mhm.
in German,
Mhm.
and I went to a city from Frankfurt. I went
Mhm.
to the downtown in Frankfurt, and I
Aha.
ate Frankfurt. I don't know, Frank sausage. You know?
Of course, you're in Frankfurt. If you're in
Yeah,
Munich, have a beer. If you're in Frankfurt, have sausages.
right. I had a Frank
Uh-huh.
sausages with beer, and that those
Ah,
was really delicious. Wow, this is Frank sausages, and
exactly.
I'm now in Frankfurt.
Uh-huh.
Wow,
Oh, that
so
is awesome.
yeah, that was really awesome,
Mhm.
and I was
How
with
long did you stay?
8 hours maybe,
Okay.
or 10 hours, 8 hours
Oh,
around
that's
those
good.
time.
When I had a layover in Incheon, I only stayed in Korea for 2 hours, and I did not even leave the airport because the plane is just descended and we were about to board it. So,
Really? So the place you have only been to Korea is Incheon for two
yes,
hours.
yes.
Oh my
I've
god.
never been to the country itself. I've
When
only
was
been to
that?
the airport.
When
A
was
few
that?
years ago, a few years ago, I forgot, around 2009, around, yeah. Was that 10 years ago?
So
Hmm.
yeah, you didn't work for Mint at that time, right?
No. I'm
No.
relatively new here, actually. I've only been in Mint for approximately a year or a little over.
Really? An year?
Yeah.
Oh my
Why?
god. You know,
But in the
as
hmm.
I know, you are really famous
Really?
teacher. Yeah, you
Okay.
are a
That's
really famous
embarrassing.
teacher in here. So I
Thank
thought
you
that
for
you
thinking so.
Yeah, I thought that you had been working here for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, no, no. There are a lot of other teachers who had been working here for that time, and they are really good. They have very good relationship with their students too.
Uh, really.
Okay.
But every time I try to find your
Uh-huh.
name on the
Uh-huh.
button available for my class,
Uh-huh.
I couldn't find you
Well, we're
at
here
all.
now. We're
Yeah, so
talking
we are
now.
here now. You know, the no, yesterday
Uh-huh.
at 11:90, 11:19, I know, 11, what
59.
was that? 59.
Yes, 59.
Yeah, and I woke up because
Mhm.
I set up the alarm for that time
Mhm.
to arrange any class for today.
Wow. It's a
And
lot of effort, Chase.
yeah,
Mhm.
so I woke up and I searched, and you all appeared, and
Uh-huh.
I chose you at 10:30.
Mhm.
It was available to push the button,
Yes.
but after pushing the button, some messages came up, and yes, you cannot you cannot choose this
Uh-huh.
time. So I
Yeah.
chose the another time, and I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I how can I say? I checked your schedule,
Mhm.
and this time was available for me to take a
Okay.
class. So I'm now with you.
Thank you, Chase. I'm happy with the commitment that you're showing in learning. Have you taken a lot of classes today?
No, it's the second time I have
Okay.
taken
Uh-huh.
classes today.
I see. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk more about
Alright.
your travel.
Yeah, my
Had
travel.
Frankfurter in Germany.
Just
Okay.
I walked around. No, I walked on some
Uh-huh.
streets,
Uh-huh.
and we saw so many shops. Because it
Mhm.
was the downtown,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
I couldn't do many things because we didn't have enough time to
Yeah,
look
only had a
around
few
and
hours.
go somewhere really
Mhm.
famous.
Mhm.
But when I came back to the airport, I
Mhm.
checked in, and
Mhm.
fortunately, originally my seat was economy class,
Okay.
but I asked staff
Mhm.
uh, that do you have no, are there full seat today?
Hmm.
So can I
If it's
get,
fully booked,
yeah, so can I get promoted? Not promoted. Can,
upgraded,
yeah, can I get
upgraded.
upgraded
Hmm.
for my seat? And they
Hmm.
said, yeah, we are almost full, so you can get upgraded for free. You know,
No points? You did not use your miles? You
no
got a free
point,
upgrade?
no
Airbus
point.
is so great. I don't like Boeing anymore. I like Airbus now.
Yeah, because yeah, there are several tickets great. You
Uh-huh.
know, even
Uh-huh.
though yeah, even though among the same economic tickets,
Mhm.
there are several grades, and my ticket was the best one, I think.
I see. Yes, I know. Even if the seats are the same, the
Right.
prices for coach seats are different.
Yeah, right,
There
right.
are more expensive and there are cheaper ones. It depends on the code of your ticket.
Yeah, right,
So
right, right.
you got the expensive coach seats and that made you eligible for first class upgrade.
Yeah, right. Because my
Wow.
company bought the ticket for me, and my
It's a
company,
corporate ticket.
yeah,
Okay.
and my company is big enough.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
how it works for corporate tickets. They are usually the ones who are more eligible are the ones with the platinum mileage card. And the second one would be people on corporate bookings. Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome. Okay.
awesome. Yeah.
So, how about letter B? What's your opinion about this?
Are you willing to learn the language of the other countries? No, I'm not gonna try to
You're
learn.
learning English. It is a
Uh,
language of another country.
I mean, except for English. Except
Okay.
for English, yeah,
Except for English.
yeah.
So you're not.
Yeah,
Mhm.
after
Go
I
on.
become like a native speaker, yeah,
Hmm.
I can learn another language. But I don't think it's
Okay.
gonna happen.
Well, you're able to communicate well, and we would know how well a person communicates based on sense of humor. Because if you're comfortable in English, you can be funny and humorous in English, and you are
Yeah,
very humorous, Chase.
yeah, but
So,
yeah,
hmm
I don't think I don't think I can be like a native speaker. I cannot do
do
that.
you want to be? Do you want to
Ah,
sound like a native speaker?
I wanna be, but I cannot be.
Why not?
Even though I try my best to
Hmm.
become
Hmm.
a native speaker,
Hmm. Hmm.
I
You
don't
don't
think I
have
cannot be.
you don't have to sound like a native speaker. You have to be comfortable in communicating in English because
Yeah,
that's what's going to make you understandable and that's what's going to make you feel at ease. So if you're comfortable in English, then study German or whatever language you want. Guten Tag.
alright, but I think it's gonna take a long time.
It will, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's not right now for
Especially
that.
especially for somebody like you who's always busy and who would often go on business trips.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, you don't have I'm not sure if you have a lot of free time because it sounds like you're busy at work.
Right.
So learning another language would demand a lot of time and you may not have that time to study a different language
Yeah.
because you're already busy to begin with.
Right, right. I don't
Mhm.
have enough time to
Okay.
learn.
All right.
Alright.
So let's go to letter C.
Okay. Would you consider marrying someone from other countries? Why? Alright. If I if I were born in the world again, and I would I would prefer marrying someone from the other country.
There are premises in your sentences.
Yeah.
Okay, so what made you say that? What made you say that you would like, if you were born again, you'd probably marry somebody from a different
I
nationality?
just want to experience other things, other many things. If I
Okay.
yeah, if I work with, uh, how
Mhm.
can I say, someone from the other country,
Mhm.
I would,
You.
yeah, I would go through many things different from Korean cultures
That's right.
and yeah, Korean things.
Right.
Just want to
There
do
would
that.
be cultural differences, and you want to learn about different cultures.
Yeah,
And the best way to do it is to marry somebody from another country.
yeah. So, no, I used the, the past sentence. You know what I mean? Well, what I
I
mean.
know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So it's not gonna be any trouble. It's not gonna be any problem with my, my wife and.
Uh,
Alright.
okay. All right. So let's go to letter D. What's your opinion?
You consider trying to take your family to other countries and live in it permanently. Why? Actually, the reason why I'm here and why I'm studying English is for all my family.
Okay.
Uh,
Wife and children and parents.
yeah, I have my wife and
Mhm.
my daughter. My daughter is 4 years old,
Mhm.
and if I thought that if I uh, if I go to the other country with my family through my
Mhm.
company, and
Mhm.
my wife and my daughter uh, will get a lot of benefits, like
Yes.
learning English, yeah, and using English.
Mhm.
And
Are you thinking of moving and living in another country, or are you anticipating a lot of business trips with your family?
I want to be a sojourning employee at the other country. I mean, um, you know, sojourning employees from my company can work in the other country for 4 years with their family.
Wow. So
So,
learning English would be beneficial for them.
right, of course. And yeah, now I'm an assistant manager, and
Wow.
I'm the case to get promoted as a manager this year. So that means,
Wow.
yeah, I can get a no, I can be a manager next year if I'm really,
Congratulations.
yeah. No, no, no. I mean, if I'm really qualified for the position. So anyone doesn't know who
Mhm.
will be managers from my
It's not announced
department.
yet. Okay.
Yeah,
But you're
but
the assistant manager. If
yeah,
you're the assistant manager, who will be the manager next? Of course, the assistant.
but we
Who
have a
knows?
lot of, yeah, we not a lot of, we have several assistant managers in my
Oh, so there's
department.
a
Yeah, right,
competition.
right, right.
Okay. Well, I'll be rooting for you. I'll be crossing my fingers for you.
All right,
Wish you
thanks,
luck.
thanks.
Okay. So, what country do you want to live in with your family for 4 years?
I haven't decided yet.
Sounds like you've been to several countries. Which one is your favorite?
Um, Czech.
Prague?
Yeah,
You've been to
Prague.
Prague? Wow! It's so beautiful there. Do they speak English in the Czech Republic?
I don't think so, but for my daughter,
Mhm.
if I
Mhm.
went there,
Mhm.
my daughter would go to an international school.
Yes. And they
So
would
yeah,
speak English. Ah,
right,
yes.
right, right. She can learn
Right.
English from there.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of beautiful pictures of Prague. I know how extremely cold it is there.
Cold? Is it
And
cold
I
there?
heard, yeah,
Ah, really?
on that air. I'm not sure, but you've been there. Was it cold when you were there?
No.
No, okay. Well, that's the stories I've been hearing because I haven't been there myself. I know that Prague and Madrid would be two of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Ah, yeah, Madrid and Prague. You think
Yeah.
the most beautiful
Well,
cities? All
that's
right.
only based from stories I heard because I haven't really traveled extensively.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that you would get to live in Czech Republic with your family.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
hope so.
Chase, I have to say goodbye now.
All right, all right.
Time is up. It's been fun. You're such a funny person, and I think that you are very good at speaking English. So thank you for studying with me tonight, okay?
Oh, okay. Thanks, Patty.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah. Bye. Thanks.